Who else is going to tell me about a stock?
My stock is Johnson & Johnson. I believe it's a really reliable company. It has a wide range of healthcare products. The money that invests in research, I believe pays off. The products that we're getting from Johnson & Johnson have been around for a really long time.
I would consider Johnson & Johnson a consumer staples, and consumer staples have gone up 11%. And in addition, it's safe because everybody always needs soap or take care of their health, and healthcare in the political landscape has been, immense. So and people want to be safe. So
one of the big things I'm seeing is Boeing and General Dynamics are increasing their stock as well. It was just because of the Navy's making a big modernization of its fleet, and the Air Force is upgrading its air power from the 80 aircraft to modern technological weapons, from the F-22 Raptor to the F-35. And the Navy is changing most of its bezels from high-tech from the 80s, doing Reagan's 500 plan, to now to a more small but concise and proficient fleet, adding more work to the workforce, employing more veterans into outside the academy enlisted and officers.
I would choose to sell Apple. The iPhone 4, the iPhone 3, they were world-changing devices. However, now Apple has gone into that same line of phone development as other companies have, such as Google. Google lately just came out with the Samsung Galaxy S3, a little bit faster, thinner, and it looks exactly the same except the camera position and is just faster. However, the Galaxy S3 has been a greater step up from the other Google devices that are on the Android platform. Yes, the Android platform has some things that are worse about it, but Galaxy S3 would be a better phone than the iPhone 5. And that's why I'm questioning why the iPhone 5 sales have been so great.
I would say it's because of brand loyalty. Like people have been using the iPhone 4S, the iPhone 4, even the iPhone.
So there's value in brand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
How do you value that? How do you figure out what that's worth?
Well, it basically depends on the quality of the product. Like how many people know it, and as Albert has said, it's an immensely popular phone, and within 24 hours of selling the iPhone 5, they were like high in demand.
Well, what point is it too much? What point can you take the money and invest it elsewhere and get a better return?
I was going to say because of their marketing. Because back when Steve Jobs was alive, like every press conference he did, he wore that same black turtleneck suit and makes you want to listen to him. And at the beginning of every press conference, he starts out and he captures you with that first 5 seconds of his speech. And the ending 5 seconds of his speech keeps you wanting to buy the product. So I feel like their marketing team is so well developed and so well executed.
Google they reported a 4.3 billion of cash flows during the last quarter. They have incorporated Google into the phone. I have a Samsung Galaxy 3, and it has the Google Map, and it has Google pretty on the phone. So I can look up anything on Google, and it'll give it to me right away.
How many Apple buyers are there, like people who are bullish on Apple, that like Apple as a stock?
No.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many are bearish? Don't like it? Gotta be 4.
Well, that's great. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.